Do you believe that a prophet can be bewitched?
But would you be able to read, or you want me to read?
We'll get to that after you tell me if you believe a prophet can be bewitched or not.
Well, as far as like prophet goes, they're human. Like Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Prophet Muhammad, they're all humans, right? So as far as like the humans, I mean, like us, even though they're chosen one, but they're like humans.
Hi, welcome to Religious Insight. In this video, in this amazing video, a very high IQ Muslim tries to debunk God logic. Let's find out what he said.
Yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to prove you Paul is lying from your book first, and then you convert to Islam, okay?
Why would you prove me that Paul is lying from my book? So what does that have to do with Islam?
Change your mind. Want to change your mind?
If Paul is lying, how does that make Islam true?
Because he's lying. He's doing the opposite of what Jesus said. Let's take the circumcision.
Where do you get what Jesus said from?
The circumcision.
Yeah, just one second. Where do you get what Jesus said from?
I'm getting it from the Bible.
Okay, so you're saying that whoever contradicts what Jesus said in the Bible, they're a false prophet, false messenger?
As the book revelated from God.
Well, just to be clear, because I want to make sure. Hold on, my friend, the righteous Allah. That's what you're calling yourself, the righteous Allah. I'm not sure if you're Muslim, but you call yourself the righteous Allah. That might be shirk. I don't know.
I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna change your mind.
Just slow down a second. Slow down a second for me. You're a Muslim, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm cooking. Yeah, go ahead.
You're a Muslim?
Yeah.
You believe that Muhammad's a true prophet? Okay. You believe he's the last prophet? He's the final prophet?
Yeah. So let's get to the point.
Okay. So just to get to the point, you're saying that whoever contradicts Jesus's teachings in the Bible, they're a false messenger. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So let me just grant you. So you're saying that Paul contradicted Jesus? Fine. He's a false messenger. Now I want to ask you something. Jesus says, that's fine. Jesus says in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he sent his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Does Muhammad affirm that teaching from Jesus, that he's the son of God who was sent into the world to save it?
So you're asking me to change your mind, and you're implying you're...
You can go ahead and answer the question, my man. I just want to make sure that we're consistent. Does Muhammad affirm that Jesus is teaching that he's the son of God who was sent into the world to save it?
How do you want me to change your mind with your bars or with your... So take my way, and I'm going to ask you...
I'm going to give you one last chance to answer the question. Does Muhammad affirm the teachings of Jesus saying that he is the son of God who came into the world to save it?
He is the Spirit of God. Yeah.
I'll ask it again. Does Muhammad affirm the teaching of Jesus, where Jesus says in the Bible that he is the only son of God who was sent into the world to save it? Does Muhammad affirm that?
Yeah.
Good. Show me in the Quran where Muhammad says Jesus is the son of God.
I'm gonna show it to you from your Bible.
Take your time. No. Show me Muhammad. Does Muhammad speak in my Bible?
Okay, let's to agree on something. Is the Holy Book revelated from God?
Yeah, so I see your title saying Islam is false. Is it just one reason or is it multiple reasons?
There's multiple, but
Can you stick on? I just want to hear one, and maybe I could rebuttal that.
Sure. Prophets can't be bewitched. They cannot be under the influence of demonic entities to where the demons or demonic power controls them, because they have the Spirit of God. God's protection is on them. So Muhammad was bewitched, so therefore he's not a prophet.
Perfect. So do you consider Jesus to be a prophet?
Yes.
So when he was obeying the devil in the Bible, do you consider that bewitched?
Can you show me where he obeyed the devil?
Absolutely.
Before you waste your time, it's Matthew chapter 4, where he's tempted by the devil. Okay, please don't waste my time. Let's have an honest conversation. I know it's a lot to ask.
It says it's tough. It's multiple verses.
Yeah. Show me where it says that Jesus obeyed the devil.
Absolutely. Just give me a second. Yeah.
You got 5, 4.
So, Matthew, why you 3. You're already gonna kick me out after me saying that?
Because you're wasting my time.
Matthew 4:8. I made a claim.
I already quoted it for you. Where does Matthew 4:8 say that he obeyed the devil?
It says the devil took him to the high mountain. How did the devil take him?
Where does it say that he obeyed the devil?
It says the devil took him.
Where does it say that he obeyed the devil?
That's what it says. The devil took him. How did he obey him, you idiot?
Get out of here, man. You're as illiterate as Muhammad, but I think dumber. Because I don't even think Muhammad would say that. So yeah, you are dumber than Muhammad. It's tough.
Okay. Are you familiar with the verse Romans 3:7?
Yes.
What it says? Can you read that for the audience?
No, if you can, you can read it out.
I don't have any device, my friend. I don't know if you can read it.
All right, so I got you. So just to be clear though, because Romans 3:7 doesn't have anything to do with bewitchment. But here's my question: do you agree that prophets can't be bewitched?
I think that will establish like our argument. That's what I'm asking.
How does Romans 3:7 have anything to do with Muhammad being bewitched? Do you believe that a prophet can be bewitched?
But would you be able to read, or you want me to read?
Yeah, we'll get to that after you tell me if you believe a prophet can be bewitched or not.
Well, as far as like prophet goes, they're human. Like Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Prophet Muhammad, they're all humans, right? So as far as like the humans, I mean, like us, even though they're chosen one, but they're like humans. So anything possible. They're not God.
Okay. So I'm gonna read this again. You believe that is bewitchment, like witchcraft. That's what being bewitched is you're under witchcraft. Is witchcraft from Allah or is it from the devil?
It's from the devil. But if you brother, if you don't want to read Romans,
just really quick, I just want to read you something. So witchcraft, bewitchment is of the devil, and it says that Muhammad was bewitched, so he was under the powers of the devil. This is what this says in your Quran. It says that.
Which verse again? Sorry.
It's chapter 16.
In chapter 16?
Verse 98 to 100.
Okay.
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge from the Satan, right? Seek refuge from Satan. Verse 99 says, verily, he has no power over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord. So Satan's power does not work against very good. But verse 100, it says, his power is only over those who obey and follow him, and those who join partners with Allah. So
that's the Satan's work job that they will receive.
That's right. You don't got to explain it. It's pretty self-explanatory. No problem. So we see that Satan's power doesn't work on unbelievers and those who trust in the Lord, but it works on those who follow Satan.
That's easy.
Okay, good. But the powers of Satan worked on Muhammad.
Well, disbelievers are Satan under the Satan's influence already anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So was Muhammad a disbeliever then?
No, he's not.
So how was it that the powers of Satan worked against him if he wasn't a disbeliever?
Well, my dear brother, if you read Matthew 4:1-11,
Matthew 4:1 doesn't help you here. Mark doesn't help you here. Mark doesn't help you. Luke doesn't help you. Stop doing the Muslim shuffle. Stop the Muslim shuffle.
See, now you're not letting me talk.
Stop the Muslim shuffle.
You spoke.
This is the Muslim shuffle.
It's your live. I know. It's your live, bro. I know it's your live.
Just relax.
You got the power, bro. You got the power, bro. It's your live.
Relax.
You can drop me right now.
I know. Satan doesn't have power over me. Thank God. So,
bro,
if Muhammad is not a believer, is not a disbeliever, how is it that the powers of Satan are working against him when they only work on those who follow him?
Bro, it's your live. You got the power. Are you not answering me? I said, it's Jesus was possessed by Satan, or according.
I'm just waiting on one Muslim to have a coherent conversation.
So I've heard from you. I watched a couple of your videos. Your video says that Islam is false for one reason, that Muhammad rejects the divinity of Jesus. Is that correct?
That's one of the reasons, but that's like part of it.
Would you say that's the main reason, or the divinity is the most important, right?
It's one of the reasons why Muhammad's false. It's because he contradicts the teachings of Jesus as a whole. That's mainly why. Yeah.
Can I ask you what his teaching is?
You don't know his teachings?
According to you, I want a clarification.
You want to clarify? So we get his teachings from the New Testament. Would you agree?
Christians, yeah.
No, like period. Like what Jesus said.
I'm Muslim, so no.
But what Jesus said and did. How do you know what Jesus said and did without the New Testament?
We don't need the New Testament, so we believe the Quran. The Quran is revealed by Allah.
What language did Jesus speak?
He spoke Aramaic.
How do you know that?
Say it again?
How do you know that?
This is what historians have all said, early historians.
Where did they get that from?
I have no idea, but this is the consensus.
They get it from the New Testament.
Okay.
So you do need the Bible. You do need the New Testament. You're relying on the New Testament for your information about Jesus.
You're telling me what his language he spoke, Aramaic. That's the language that his geographical location that they spoke.
How do you know his how do you know his you just appealed to the New Testament without realizing it. How do you know his geographical location?
It's stated in the Quran.
Show me where in the Quran it tells you where Jesus was. where he preached, where he was born?
It says he was preached in the land of Israel.
Yeah, show me where it says that.
Sure. Give me a second.
Oh, take your time, man. Take your time. In the meantime, YouTube chat, go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Love the stream. Love it. Like it. Like if you're disobedient.
You go to Surah Al-Baqarah, you can go to 287.
287 doesn't tell you where Jesus was.
We could read it, and it tells you that he was sent to the Israelites.
Where were they?
That's just you. Now you're just clutching on straws.
What do you mean I'm clutching at straws? I asked you where was Jesus' geographical location, and
let's read it.
You said the Quran tells you. The Quran doesn't tell you.
Absolutely. It tells you that he preached to the Israelites.
Where?
Common sense will tell you it's in Israel.
Where?
So it tells you in 287.
Wait, hold on. Israelites are scattered. They're everywhere. They're not. Where is this?
No, you're clutching on straws now.
No, I'm holding you to what you say. You said that clutching at straws is me holding you to what you say, but you can't even answer what you say.
So I gave you the verse that says he preached to the Israelites.
Where were they? My question, just to be clear, bro, I didn't ask you who did Jesus preach to. I asked you where was his geographical location. You said you don't need the New Testament for that. You got the Quran. Yeah. So show me in the Quran where Jesus was, not who he preached to.
I can give you another verse. So Surah Al-Madiyah 572.
Well, this verse doesn't count. I need an actual verse that answers the question.
Why doesn't it count? You want an exact verse that says that he was in Israel, that he preached to Israel. But I'm giving you a verse that says that he preached. It says all children of Israel.
So where
seems to me that you're clutching on straws.
Let me ask you this: were the people of Israel scattered all over the world?
The children of Israel, were they scattered all over the world? The majority of them, yes, some of them were.
Minority. So there are children of Israel that are scattered in different nations. So where was Jesus when he was speaking to the children of Israel? Where?
Again, it doesn't say exactly where.
Thank you.
It tells you he preached to the children of Israel.
Thank you so much. That's all you had to do all you had to do was say, you know what, man? The Quran actually doesn't specifically tell us where Jesus was, but it tells us who he preached to, but it doesn't tell us where he preached, where he was. It doesn't tell us that, right?
So when it says all children of Israel, where's the location supposed to be?
It could have been in Egypt. It could have been in Rome. It could have been somewhere else. They were all over. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me read you something, bro. Let me just read you something. Look at this. Look at this. Let me read.
I want to know where we're going with this.
What I'm showing you is that the information that you get about Jesus, you get from the New Testament, while at the same time saying that you don't need it. It's almost like an atheist saying, I don't need God for morality, but they need God to justify morality. They reject God, but steal God's morality to argue against him. You reject the New Testament, but steal information from the New Testament to argue against it. You're just like an atheist. All right. So look, this is Acts chapter 2, just to give you an idea of where all the Jews were at. Now, there were dwelling in Jerusalem Jews, devout men from every nation under heaven. So Jews were from everywhere. And at this sound, the multitude came together. They were bewildered, yada, da, 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 right? And so this is what they say, verse 8. How is it that we hear each of us in our own native language, Parthians, Medes, Elamites, and residents of Mesopotamia, Judea, Cappadocia, Pontus and Asia, Phrygia, Pamphylia, Egypt, and the parts of Libya belonging to Cyrene, and visitors from Rome, both Jews and proselytes, Cretans and Arabians. We hear them telling in our own language the mighty works of God. They were everywhere. So where in any of these nations did Jesus go to preach to the children of Israel?
It doesn't specify exactly, but it tells you all children of Israel.
Very good. See?
Where are you going? I honestly want to know where you're going with this.
That you're relying on the New Testament. That the geographical location of where Jesus was and the language he spoke, you get from the New Testament. Your historical information that you get about Jesus comes from the New Testament.
But it doesn't specify like the city. I'm pretty sure it specifies it in the Hadith, but
it doesn't. The hadith doesn't tell you either. I'm an original Quran. I'm an original Quran only Christian. You know, so I know the Quran. You know, but like the back of my hand, especially the uncorrupted parts of the Quran. The hadith don't tell you either. In Islam, you don't know.
It says the Beni of Israel, the children of Israel. So I understand what you're saying, but yeah, it doesn't specify.
Thank you.
Anyways, the contention.
Stop. You understand why we're here? We're here because you said you don't need the New Testament to know about Jesus. And I just proved you in 2 cases, you need the New Testament to know about Jesus. That's just 2.
Are you stating the fact that that's the only source that we get?
That's the primary. Yeah. It's the primary source.
Yeah, but there's other secondary sources.
Okay. So when you have secondary sources, they are secondary or tertiary. They're not primary. So they won't be the proof. They will be evidence like supporting the primary evidence, but they're not the evidence itself. Do you get what I'm saying? They help or support.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So now, would you like a third? Would you like a third example of how you need the New Testament to know something about Jesus?
Yeah, give me another example.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How did Jesus pray?
How did Jesus pray?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very interesting on how your God prayed. So he prostrated and he put his forehead to the ground.
How do you know that? Show me in the Quran where Jesus prostrated and put his forehead to the ground and prayed, like Allah does.
No, Allah does not do that.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Right. Chapter 2. Chapter 2, it says that the prayers of your Lord, the prayers of your Lord are on the people.
It doesn't say prayers of your Lord.
Yes,
let's not switch topics.
What is salat?
It says you salli. Let's not switch.
Oh, yeah, what is you salli? What is that?
It can mean blessings.
No, it could mean blessings.
Salah means prayers, yeah.
Salah means prayer.
So
what is salawat?
Salawat, blessings upon, or prayers upon.
Prayers upon. So in chapter 2, verse 187, I believe it says that the salawat of your Lord and his mercy upon those.
So let's read what it says.
Yeah, go ahead. Remember, you just said.
I wanted to mention that you are changing the subject.
I'm not changing anything. I'm attacking what you said. You did this. You tried to throw a jab at Jesus for prayer. Oh, how your God prayed? Oh yeah, okay, I can tell you. Well,
no, but it's not your God prostrates.
Well,
why is your God?
Well, your God prostrates. Why does your God prostrate?
No, it doesn't. Okay, show me what Allah prostrates.
Hold on.
I will personally send you.
Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. The Quran is. I got you. The Quran is unspecific about how Allah prays. This is one of those unspecific verses. It doesn't tell you.
No, but show me where he prostrates.
It don't tell you how. It don't tell you how he prays. It just tells you he prays.
Okay. Right, what's the verse? What's the verse?
My bad.
What's the verse? So
157.
You made a claim you couldn't substantiate.
157. The claim is right here.
So it says he prostrates. I'll read it.
It says he prays. It says he prays.
It doesn't. I'm reading it right. Okay, go ahead. Read it.
They are those on whom are the salawat from their Lord.
Read it in English.
Why would I read it in English? Why would I read it in English?
Because you're trying to lie to your viewers.
What do you mean lie? You said salawat means prayers.
Okay, let's read it. It says those are the ones upon whom are blessings from the Lord and mercy.
But hold on, no. The word isn't blessings. It's prayers, right? But hold on, Mawaya. It says prayers though, right?
Say it again. It doesn't say prayers.
It says
prayers means Allah.
Mawaya, what's the Arabic word there that is used there?
Muawiyah.
Sorry for saying it wrong. What's the Arabic word there?
Okay, I'm reading the English. I was reading.
I know. Read the Arabic. Get the Arabic.
Okay. So are you trying to say the translation lied?
Yes. The translation lied.
Okay. So the Christians are right on the translation, but the Muslims are not.
No. Other Muslims are right on the translation because other Muslims translate it as prayers.
But like which translation? I'm looking at all of them. Pickthal, Yusuf Ali.
Can you get the Arabic word for me, please?
Again, you made a
yeah. I made a claim that it says prayers. So what is the word there in Arabic?
It doesn't say prayers.
Huh?
No, it doesn't say prayers.
What is the Arabic word? Is it salawat? Is it salawat in chapter 2 verse 157? Don't lie.
Salawatu.
So is it salawat there?
Salawatu.
So salawat means what?
It doesn't mean prayers. It doesn't only mean prayers.
But hold on. If I were to rewind the tape 2 minutes back, stop talking, please, because you just lied. If I were to rewind the tape 2 minutes back, you yourself said salawat means prayers. That's what you said. Now you're saying salawat doesn't mean prayers, guys.
It says salawat. It says salawatun. Do you know the difference?
Get out of here. Just 2 minutes ago, when I asked him, because I knew you would do this, I knew you would do this. I had you admit before I showed you the verse what the word salawat means. And he said prayers. And right here it says salawat, the prayers of your Lord and his mercy are on the guided ones. Why they gotta lie like this, man? Why do they gotta lie like this?
Welcome back. I believe that was very exciting and also a very educating debate from God Logic and this Muslim folk. I believe that was also an entertaining one. And the more these Muslim folks try to defend Islam, the more reasons I see how brainwashed they are, because this is obvious. These statements and these facts, they are obvious. These are things that you ask a child to explain and they can explain to your own understanding. So why is it difficult for these guys to understand? And it is obvious about what the Bible says, that their eyes have been blinded by the God of this world. Actually, that statement from the Bible is true. They kept on saying Paul is lying. Let's just say, if Paul is lying, does that make Islam true? You kept on bringing the issue of Paul that he's lying, and yet you can't prove him where he's lying. You can't prove to us where he's lying. Is it because he contradicts what your Muhammad said, that Jesus is not the Son of God? So if he contradicts Muhammad, it shows that you should find out if among the two, who is actually lying. Is it either Paul or Muhammad? Which among the two is actually lying here? So it is on you now, who is on the wrong path, to find out if Muhammad is the one lying or Paul. You kept on saying that Paul lied and you can't prove where he lied. And the same Paul casted out demons and Muhammad was bewitched. He was demon possessed. So among the two, why would Allah, your God, give power to somebody that is a liar to cast out demons, and yet your so-called perfect prophet was demon possessed, he was bewitched? So these are questions you should be asking yourself. So that alone proves that your Muhammad is the one lying, because as a true prophet, you should have power over all this unclean spirit, all over demons and all these unclean spirits. So these are questions you should be asking yourself, and if you can't ask yourself to give yourself a honest answer, you should ask your sincere imams, those that knows the truth. I believe, and many of them will not even tell you the truth. So that is where you get it wrong again, because they will never tell you the truth. This is the only platform where you can learn the truth for free. And the same New Testament they believe is corrupted is the same book they relied so much to get information about Jesus, because there are a lot of informations about Jesus in the Quran that are not even true. And also there are so many incomplete statements about Jesus in the Quran. So this is the only platform. This is the Bible. The New Testament is the only place you can get truth about Jesus, about the things the Quran says about Jesus that are not true, and the ones that are incomplete statements. And for the Muslim that says if Jesus is God, why did he pray? What they don't know is that Allah also prays. Since you claim God is one and he prayed, so who is he praying to? We Christianity believe in the Trinity, so we believe that Jesus was praying to the Father, and you as a Muslim, you believe that your Allah is one and your Allah prayed. So who was your Allah praying to? And if you ask any of them this question, they won't be able to answer you. The next thing they will tell you that you have blasphemed against their God, and they'll start picking up quarrels and fights and all manner of things. And I believe the New Testament is the air your Quran breathes, because without it, your Quran statements, many of your Quran statements are incomplete. Guys, let's know your point of view about this video in the comment section. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so. Hit the notification button so that you can be notified each time we post new and amazing videos like this, and also share our videos with your friends and your family. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.